3 Suggestions to Fight Stress. Harvard Health Publishing. Harvard Health Publishing offers 3 suggestions to combat stress. The first is relaxation intervention. This intervention may include focusing on soothing words such as breathing, peace and calm in the abdomen, or imagining peaceful scenes. Their second suggestion is physical activity. Considering the trigger in how much stress or war instinct is, it is a logical way to get rid of this muscle tension on us and take deeper breaths. Even if it stops, 2 birds can be shot with a stone by practicing yoga at home. The third option is to get social support. It is very important to stay calm and healthy with whom we are close. Please talk to the people who give us strength and calm, not to cut off our contact with them. Yoga can help you fight stress. Presently, we should take a gander at a movement that we think covers in any event 2 of these 3 proposals. Yoga. Despite the fact that the historical backdrop of yoga is extremely old, it has now encircled the world as a development, particularly the Western world. It has quite recently met him. Does it truly help, or do individuals simply prefer to go into abnormal shapes and take pictures? It's difficult to prevent the physical advantages from claiming an individual who's been in or out of any yoga class, and research shows that. Despite the fact that there are various assortments of yoga, Hatha yoga and Vinyasa yoga hang out so as to give more weight to physical exercise. An examination on Hatha yoga estimated that members who took an interest in 1.5-hour meetings 2 times every week expanded by 7%, isocadic muscle quality for elbow excitation by 31%, knee extract by 28%, and isometric muscle obstruction for knee flexion by 57%. Notwithstanding picking up power, we can see that it additionally adds to adaptability, expanding lower leg adaptability by 13%, shoulder stature by 155%, and body augmentation by 188%. From these outcomes, we have seen that yoga has physical advantages in the regions of solidarity and adaptability. So is yoga likewise successful in unwinding inner sessions, which is the main proposal. Because of looking at the impact of intellectual social treatment and yoga on stress, which kept going 4 months in a Swedish organization, it was noticed that both prompted a checked reduction in saw pressure, stress conduct and sentiment of depletion. On the size of disdain, a progressively victory was accomplished in psychological conduct treatment, at the point when physiological estimations, noradrenaline levels diminished essentially in the yoga gathering and pulse in the 2 gatherings, while no huge distinction in adrenaline and cortisol levels was found. Another examination in South Australia shows comparative outcomes. This time, Hatha yoga and yoga were guided by the voice of an educator, a procedure called dynamic muscle unwinding, which was inevitably contrasted with 10 to 15 minutes for reflection. In the dynamic muscle unwinding method, different developments are chosen to loosen up the muscles as opposed to yoga presence. Toward the finish of the analysis, there was a huge abatement in stress and nervousness levels for the 2 gatherings, while there was additionally an expansion in the well-being-related personal satisfaction scale. The absence of a noteworthy distinction between these 2 circumstances was that the phases of beginning with breathing activities, proceeding with physical developments and getting done with contemplation were for the most part observed in both. At long last, we should investigate how yoga can find the third proposition, social ties, from the end. Although it has not been related with causality, an examination inspected members whose yoga experience dates from 0 to 6 years. A positive connection between the quantity of long stretches of yoga and the possibility that life has a significance. In any case, as we have said previously, relationships don't constantly mean causality. Subsequently, it isn't known whether yoga causes these sentiments. So the thought and appreciation that life as of now implies something may likewise lead individuals to do yoga. And subsequently these sentiments can be progressively extraordinary among the individuals who do yoga. Or on the other hand, there could be a third factor that we don't think about: the present moment. Whatever it is, normal yoga is among the conceivable outcomes, which builds these emotions. On the off chance that we need to take a gander at it from a more extensive viewpoint, not similarly as stress standard Sudarshan Kriya Yoga, Sky can be believed to be successful in lessening uneasiness and despondency in individuals determined to have summed up tension issue. In spite of the fact that the applied Sky treatment incorporates some yoga developments and reflection strategies, the real weight is given to breathing activities. There is a standard decrease in individuals who have been treated with Sky for a half year and experienced customary misery and tension tests. It is important that side medicines, for example, yoga, which can be applied in emotional wellness issues, choices that can be recommended while arrangements with a specialist are progressing. And obviously they can never supplant a clinical treatment alone. Subsequently, it is significant for both our physical well-being and our brain science not to miss the development from our lives in nowadays when we are stuck in the house. We have indicated that yoga, which has demonstrated its impact with the logical research we referenced above and advances to various levels, can likewise be a decent alternative for individuals who plan to move